Hello and welcome to the AEIOU Oracle. I've done a couple of videos to go into the making of my deck, and the first video was about how it came to be, and this video is about how to use it in depth and how to get the best out of it, because I purposely haven't actually included a lot of details in the instructions wherever I put them, because I wanted to give you full autonomy over your experience and use your intuition with the cards, okay? But there are things that I can tell you to help you get the best out of the cards, because the cards do come in two different parts. So there's the gold part, which I consider the question, but these are all separated into the chakras. So from the crown to the root, they all come color coded, you can see, to the corresponding chakra. So when you pull one of them out, you will see that this is the root. So you could do your own research. The cards are also an invitation for you to go and do more research, because intuitively you can also look at the pictures yourself and take meaning what you think it means. You don't have to use the booklet. Okay, so that's the reason why I didn't put too many instructions into them. You can also do a full reading if you wanted to from the deck. In other words, you could have multiple cards out and do a reading. But I think personally that the best way to get the most energy out of the reading is to create an intuition loop. Now, if you're trying to heal yourself, I believe that the best way to do that is to create a loop, an intuitive loop with yourself. And to do that, you need something to loop it to. So the cards, in the way that I've written them, it's very close to the individual. It's not talking about fairies, it's not talking about different realms, it's not talking about anything outside of yourself. Even the totems, the way that I've narrated the cards, it speaks very much about personality traits and behavioral patterns and things like that. Like it's very accessible and very down to earth, and it's very like whatever stage of your spiritual existence or journey you're on, you can still use it. And the idea is that you can also use these as a way of connecting with people without language. So say, for example, you were having like a difficult time with your partner, and you knew that there was something more to the situation, like maybe the person was feeling a bit burnt out. You could step away from them for a moment and ask, how is so-and-so? And the card would come out and tell you, maybe this person is struggling with different aspects of their self, and they feel a bit worried, and it will give you your intuitive loop. It will validate your feelings. And it also works great with children. So for example, something like this one, the volcano can come up when someone is feeling like they're not being able to do what they want to do. Sometimes toddlers can feel like this. They feel quite explosive because they're not getting the opportunities to do the things that they want to do. So this deck is amazing for creating that intuitive loop. And I have used this with children, I have used this with teenagers, I have used this with other adults, and it works so well. The thing that I will say is that there are some adult contexts in there. Like one of the cards speaks about like sexual abuse, right? Sexual abuse means lots of different things. It's a very vast topic. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's been raped. It could just mean that somebody feels like someone's taken advantage of them. It's a vast topic. Obviously, when you're using that with a child, you would have to use your own intuition. And I mean, it could actually read on a child actually going through something like that. I mean, that's not happened to me, but it could do. I have had that in other readings when I've done that for adults with other cards, so it is a possibility. So speaking into the different aspects of the cards, each card has got an energy attached and a page in the book that responds to this. And I believe that what the best thing to do is to use the cards as validating your experience. So check in with yourself. This is how I feel. And then pull the cards and see what comes out. The cards won't ever be wrong. The cards will, I mean, even if it's one line on the card, that's the closest thing that the whole deck can get to how you feel. Like, the variations of everyone's different energy, I don't think there's a deck that could possibly do everyone's different variations, because every person is so different. So the cards will get as close as they can to the energy that is coming through you. And the way that you use the purple deck is like, this is like the answer, the inspiration of the energy to help you move through the gold-sided card. But you can, you know, throw them all together and just have one card come out or two cards come out. Trust in the deck, trust in yourself. If you feel like you haven't had the answer that you need, then you just go again and you shuffle. But I use these, you can see how I use these in the readings, and I use these to pull the grounding energy into the reading so that I can tell the story from then. And that is how I use them when I do personal readings. And I also use the purple ones to clarify at the end of the reading, because this is the inspirational energy to help you move through. I hope that helps. What else can I say about the reading, the cards? Yeah, so other people, so far the feedback that I have received in regards to the cards is that people have been, you know, using their own interpretation of the artwork, and that's exactly what I wanted from it. I didn't even know what half these images meant or anything until I actually started reading with them. I was told by my guides, angels and ancestors that I was not to change a single thing about the images that were coming to my mind, and I had to download them exactly how they were. At the time, I had no idea what was happening. I just did as I was told. So the write-ups for the different cards, some of them are quite lengthy, some of them have lots of different elements to them, but all of them make sense to the cards. And I actually asked my friend's daughter if she could add some artwork in as some wild cards, and these have been some of my favourite ones to read on. So I hope that helps. If I haven't mentioned something that you really want to know about the cards, because it is, I feel better when I'm in conversation about this kind of thing. And if you have any questions, or if you want to know more about the deck before you purchase, then if you comment below, then I'm really happy to do more videos about the things that you want to know. And yeah, anything, like, honestly, any feedback, any questions, I'm open to it all. I do find it a little bit difficult to do these videos without being prompted, because I do prefer being in conversation. So really open to any questions about the deck, and I hope you stick around for some readings, and I hope that you purchase the deck. All the best, take care, thank you so much.